Hi everybody and welcome to Sonic Journey, the channel of a young international couple, Fra and Seve. Our goal is to share with you all the things that we learned and we are actually still learning from the journey of life. Today will be just me talking with you and showing you how I decorated our apartment in Finland according to our lifestyle and life values. If you have watched some of our videos before, you might know that we moved in Finland some months ago. And I am an architect, but my love for interior design has always gone far beyond my personal career choices because I deeply believe that the environment we live in can powerfully affect our mood, energy level, productivity, and even more in general, the feelings and the vibes we get when we live in that space. That's why when it comes to interior design, it's better to keep in mind that it's not just about which aesthetics you like, because that can be really plenty, but also the atmosphere you want to create in that place. Seven and I are living a pretty minimal and simple lifestyle because we are already minimalist and we value a lot environmentalism and spiritualism and work-life balance and experience over possessions. So our goal while decorating was to create a space in which we could spend a lot of quality time with family and friends because we like to invite them over quite a lot and have these calm vibes and bright, simple and clear space. Plus we live in Finland. That's why the first interior design style that came in my mind couldn't be anything but Scandinavian style. This is a style that by definition is pure, clear, functional, bright, simple, minimalist and intentional. But this is for us a rental apartment, so we didn't want to spend so much money while restyling it. But because we know how much the interiors can actually affect our mood and productivity and more in general our well-being, we put a lot of energy and effort to make this house to reflect our lifestyle. So we set the budget to 1,000 euros and we were really trying to still meet all of our needs plus making more sustainable choices. This was pretty challenging also because when we got to the first place in the apartment it was all messy and the doors were ruined. At the end we decided to decorate almost the entire house with the Scandinavian style and we stayed in the budget. But now let's go and I will show you my apartment. And let's start from the entrance. This is a whole open space with kitchen and living area. So while decorating I tried to keep some coherence between the colors and this style. And here especially I kept it as minimal as possible. When we got in, there was already this giant wardrobe with mirrors in which we keep jackets, bags and all the stuff for going outside. Then we added some paintings. The middle one is mine and on the side I got these two from my family, and then just add a shelf to hold the essentials, so keys, sanitizers, wallets and a stool to help while taking shoes off and putting them on. That is the maintenance room, and then we got kitchen, master bedroom, bathroom and living area. As mentioned before, these doors and frames are all repainted with white to give a brighter look. From here we can go straight to the kitchen, one of the fewest parts of the house that we couldn't actually change or decorate it as we wish because it's a rental house. It seems quite small place, but we have got plenty of space with cabinets and drawers. And the secret here was to keep it quite free from clutter. It makes it look much cleaner, and then organize the space with a systematic method. So every drawer has a purpose. For example, food is in one, appliances in another, and so on. So everything we have and need fits perfectly. Then we can move to the living area, in which we have as well the dining. This is 100% redecorated by us with the Scandinavian style. What makes this style fit perfectly in here is thanks to this huge window. Almost every Finnish house has at least one huge one, and the view is amazing when the trees turn to green. So the main colors are white and wood, and we have mixed a lot of textures and materials, though we don't have anything in leather or wool because as vegans we believe it isn't fair to harm an animal just for make our houses to look prettier. You can have the same result with other materials as well. Actually, the biggest reason why we could stay in the budget is because our furniture includes 50% reused items from family members that when they bought them were very high quality and still in good condition when they donated to us. So TV table, lamps, frames and art. 45% bought secondhand, and here is where I got my absolutely beautiful design pieces. The dining set is my favorite furniture in the entire apartment. Also bookshelf, sofa and sofa table are secondhand and only 5% new. For example, this rug is the only brand new piece in the living area and it's 100% recycled cotton. And then if I feel that there's a space that it's a little bit too empty for my taste, I fill it with plants. Because it's a piece of decoration but can be also an item with which I can interact. And more I get, more I feel they aren't enough. I love them. And behind this sliding door, there's the office, where the real challenge started. The workspace was for us crucial because it's where we spend most of our productive time. But still, we wanted to keep the Scandinavian style. So we had to mix somehow all this calmness and brightness that comes from the Scandinavian style with something that would make us feel energetic and boost productivity. And that's why we chose to paint this wall with this yellow. The yellow in design and even more in general is a color that expresses energy. And that it's the painting you might have seen in one of my other videos on productivity. It was a nice experiment and if you haven't, got to check it out. So, except the wall, every piece of furniture in this room is actually from Scandinavian style, so white and wood. As you can see, this little bookshelf and the lounge chair and the drawers and the table that is next to this big window to have as much as natural light as possible. And here, every piece is got from family. Also here we have got some little plants to make the space feel more alive. And going through the closet, we get straight into the bedroom. The room, more work in progress of the entire house. Here, the style is a little bit more eclectic, but still quite simple and minimalist. Of course, this room is meant just for relaxing, so we thought that blue was the perfect color. Here, everything is either second-hand or donated by family. So the drawers, the chairs, the frames, and the paintings that are made by me. And we got even this bed, even though now we decided to buy a new one in the upcoming weeks because this one is way too small for us. And here we are at the end of the tour and the end of the video. I hope you found any value from it, and maybe another video is coming up, maybe in summer, to check out how our journey is going in this simple lifestyle and minimalism. And if you are really into this and you are really interested in minimalism and simple living, we suggest you to check in the playlist we made that it's all about this. That's it for now. I wish you the best day, see you next time, and remember always to stay kind and meaningful on your own beautiful journey. Ciao!